make a point after you're done making your point.
Okay. I'll get back to it. You want to go now, or?
I wanted to do it after you make your point.
Okay. It's, you never know who's watching. And your depression could maybe affect somebody else. Your happiness could affect somebody else. People are going to watch us, especially since they know that we're Christians. People in this world love to point out our flaws. They absolutely love it. But even God says, with His strength, with His love, His abounding love, enemies will see us and they will be put to shame. Guys, the way I live my life, is it worth Jesus dying for? Can I honestly answer that question? So far, no. No, it is not. It hasn't been. Since the day I've been saved. It still hasn't been. Because I make decisions knowing that they're wrong. I make decisions knowing that they're going to hurt me and hurt other people. And I still go through with it. But after that night I had with Josh, it gave me a totally different mindset on what things. And God died for us. Jesus died for us because He loves us. And, we have a purpose here on this earth. Jesus died for us to save us. And it's something that, I can't even believe that somebody would do that for people. Would we? Would you guys send out your only son? How would you feel if your parents sent out, one of you guys to die for, people who hate you, who mock you? But after I had that night with Josh, when God totally filled my cup, I totally changed, my outlook on where things were going. The way we live our lives, is it worth Jesus dying for? Yes. Yes, it is. Because as long as our lives are in God's plan, as long as our decisions are based on God, then it's worth it. It's totally worth it. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. You can be at one point, God can totally change you, turn you around. You can think one thing, you can think you're not worthy, and God will take that and use it for good. That's how powerful He is. So I hope you guys got, a lot out of this message to take a look at where you guys are. I'm not saying anybody's in a good or bad place, but I'm telling this because, even people who thought they were strong in faith fall, and they fall hard. Trust me. I fell completely hard, and God used me and made something good out of it. Our lives, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Everybody ask yourself that question. The way we live our lives, is it worth Jesus dying for? For me, the way I live my life, it is. Because I'm following God's plan for me. I might fall out of it, but I'm going to take responsibility and find God when He's reaching out to me and go back and turn back to Him. Just ask that question to you guys. People say, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? What did Jesus do? He died so we can be saved, so we can be free, eternal salvation. Ask yourself, next time you make a decision that you're unsure of, is it worth Jesus dying for? That's my message.
Okay then I guess I shall add. By the way, love the what did Jesus do? That was really good. Anyway, when it comes to falling away, a lot of the time people have excuses. Now, I went over some excuses last week. I found another one while I was just sitting here listening to him. And that's the way things work normally. When you're listening to a message, you come up with epiphanies. I hope that happens to you guys, because it happens to me. It's amazing. Now, I was reading this pamphlet 6 months ago. And it said that there was this Christian, exactly the same as we are, who had brought over 10,000 people over to God. And at first thing I'm like, how am I ever going to compete with this guy? I mean, I'd started doing the sermons, and I'm like, how am I going to compete with this guy? I feel worthless next to him. And then I realized that if you bring one person over, if you make one person think about coming over, all these victories are on one scoreboard, and that is God's.
Amen.
It's not our personal score. 10,000. If let's say I brought one person over, which is possible, and he brought 10,000, well, God scores 10,001 with just those two people. It's for everybody. We're the body of Christ.
Yeah. Yes, that's good.
We are the body. We're not the individual body parts. I'm not a finger.
Oh, you're right, your phone.
Jason's the toe.